Hello everyone, welcome back to Invisible Ink. We're continuing an Expert Plus Advanced Guard Protocol Programs Extended More Missions and etc. run after yet another somewhat harrowing experience in the last mission. I think we've had some decent missions recently. I don't mean to say we have a streak of horrible missions. The last one was not great though. Made it out okay. Ended up paying quite a bit of cleanup costs, but it's like, it's worth it, right? You pay $200 to upgrade something with Draco. It's fine. Sadly, I did have to kill somebody who I didn't get to upgrade off of. And this plasma gun is empty. We could bring a charge back and use this to upgrade Draco. Basically, right? Like... it's also just, like, kind of a fine thing to carry. You know, lethal weapons can save your life, and they did in this last mission, I think. So, I think rather than selling a charge pack for 200, I'm gonna reload the gun with it and plan to kill somebody with it. And it'll be like 200. It'll be like a $400 upgrade, so not amazing value, but fine. Where are we going next? I think we can go pretty much anywhere, right? No, that's not true. We have to go somewhere very close by. Somewhere 6 hours away or closer. So either a server farm or an informant rendezvous, or this detention center. I mean, that's difficulty 5. These are all 4, and this is 3. So I probably should hit the server farm. And I do have space for one program, and I don't think I've used Shade at all yet, except for misclicking it twice. I do still think it's a good program, but I'm just pointing out, like, maybe I could afford to sell it, that's all. Give this back to Draco, give this back to Banks, or maybe just sell it. Tony wants the Bolt Disruptor. Banks wants the Neural. If we go to the server farm, I do want to bring the lock decoder, of course. Who was using the tag pistol? It was Banks, wasn't it? Okay, she's a little bit overloaded. He doesn't need the EMP. I can give that to Draco. She's still quite, like, she's carrying a lot. And there's one thing she could give away to Tony. So this looks like a reasonable loadout. I could upgrade some stuff as well, obviously, and I think I very much will and should. I mean, I could give Banks more hacking, but Draco's already 5. As soon as he gets a second Anarchy, he can take the accelerator chip off her hands, which will be nice. I could upgrade Strength again and move move bodies faster, as well as have space for more items, and maybe give her back the scanning pack. No. I can also not carry the Paralyzer. It doesn't do that much, but it's like, it's something. Let's give Tony a level of Anarchy, I think. Just, I don't know, it's bad. It's bad, it's bad, it's bad. Don't do it. I'm like, well, he could steal from guards, right? But, like, paying 400, it's gonna take a while before he steals $400 worth of stuff. And... often he ends up KOing the people he wants to steal from anyway. Or Banks can get to them. It's, like, not that big a deal. I think I just want more, like, strength, basically. It wouldn't hurt to give Banks some more hacking, I guess. But I have a lot of items. And I kind of want to keep it that way. And so I think this is the upgrading I'm going to do. And I'll just... well, I could sell the Paralyzer and give Banks another hacking, which is sort of useful. Oh, she's already at drag factor. This is getting her extra KO damage, which is fine. carry some money into the mission to make sure I can buy, like, whatever good programs I find. I don't know. I mean, like, what am I going to upgrade next on my agents? It's going to be hacking for banks, right? So I could do that now and just have access to a lot more power throughout the mission. Or, I don't know, a fair amount more. If I sold the Paralyzer as well. But I might want it. I think I'll just stick with this. Ah, and now she has enough free space that she could take this from Tony. Draco's fully loaded, but we're planning to give him, like, to reload the gun, presumably, right? So, yeah, this looks alright. And we're not going to do the detention center. We're going up here, buy a decent program, stay out of plastic.
This is a data center that...
The Informant Rendezvous would be cool, although I think it's less good if you're about to go into a story mission. I don't actually know. Maybe it would help. Tell you where the exit is or whatnot. But, I like programs, and I'm bringing some money with me. Wow, really? You can pin enemies? Who knew? Draco's gonna hang out by this console, I think. So we might as well have him use his AP scouting out the first room. The thing is, I kind of want to, like... I don't know. Use Banks' chip on the console, but I don't think that's really that great. I think Draco can just hack it and then grab a bunch of hash keys from it. And, like, that way Banks can get moving a bit better. I think we'll just hide out over here. Tony will grab the safe, and that'll be that. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and use this. Maybe should put it closer to the wall, huh? Oh well. Okay, more shock traps. Fine. Oh, you know what? Overwatch. Don't ambush. If someone comes in here, they're not that likely to come to you, right? So... I could lantern. I don't care that much what's happening. Let's just get one bit of progress on this thing. Although, like, I guess it's fine. The thing is, when Draco hacks this console, giving me 6 power, I'll be double hacking, and so having made progress on this won't even matter. But this is the one thing I can do that doesn't increase my cooldowns on these things, so I guess I might as well do it. Maybe there would be some program, some hostile AI subroutine that would make me want this to have gone down already. I don't know. I can't think of one that would have that effect, but it could happen. Now, we're not actually going to use the charge pack on this yet, because we don't know. I'd much rather, in fact, use it on... Well, I don't know. It's definitely more valuable to use it on the baton if you could get, like, 4 kills in a mission, right? But there might be circumstances where you need a ranged weapon, so I'll recharge that. I believe using a charge pack does not cause guards to shoot at you if you're in Overwatch, so there's no rush to make this charge until he needs space in his inventory. I'm not sure, though. Okay, nothing over there. Heard a pulse drone around here. Don't know where it's gone. Okay. No cameras. So, Draco, if you would. Let's see what the AI is up to. Paywall, okay, that one's easy as long as you remember to disable it, and then just give me 5 hash keys. Password. Oh. Should have looked at... Well, actually, I probably... That'd be interesting. Go, rewind the footage like 10 seconds and see if it told me I had 1 out of 8 or 0 out of 8 or 0 out of 2 before I hacked this thing. Anyway. Pinpoint. Ooh, that's a fun one. Because maybe if I had known that I don't know, I wouldn't have rebooted this console. It's not like I'm coming back to it, right? I think we just need to take the power supply now, right? The thing is pointing right at me. I can't hack this with just one use anyway. And I don't really... Wait a minute, I do want it to start killing people. I forgot, I have Draco. Well, okay. I guess we could wait a minute. Actually, leave the door open. Oh, I could toss a camera. That's a thought. I don't think it's a great thought. It would let me see around this corner, but I don't really care what's over there right now. So I could always do it next turn if that seems valuable. I think I'll... There's some chance that Draco's standing here, right? Because he's not in cover, he might be spotted. What if I put him here? How much of the room can see him from here? It is... No, it's low non-cover, so it doesn't even block sight, I believe. Yeah. Okay. If anyone gets all the way to here, ambush him, Draco. You got this. Where was it? Where was that pulse drone? Couldn't tell. Guard just the other side of this wall, and you.
Huh?
There's the pinpoint. I have bad news for you, though. I mean, I don't know. Do I really want to do this? Turret's firing is so loud. Guards hear about it from miles away, and they come swarming in, and I'm not really ready to increase the alarm level by 100. I wanted the turret when it was something I could have, like, eventually start killing people, but killing them right now is not really my jam. I'm gonna take the demon. And then maybe later we can take the turret and start killing people. Okay, one more guard right over there, huh? That's interesting. I mean, this would give me 7 power, which would be useful. And then I could still reboot it for Draco to... Well... Actually, since we're only getting hash keys one... Like... Since we're not getting a lot of hash keys, it might be better to use her... console chip to reboot consoles to get the 4 power slower. But I guess this turn she wants to tag this guy, right? So... She doesn't have an attack available to reboot the console. She wants to go over this way to where there's a red door, I think. Peek for cameras? No camera. I mean, Draco gets almost as much power as she does, but not as much, but close. So he should probably be the one to do this, and we should save her console, her chip, mostly for rebooting consoles, right? Can you? This is just cover, it's not a wall, so you can slip through here, so I can steal from this guy. and then get here, which is not perfect cover. Someone might come in through this way, but it's reasonable cover. And this guy, oh, there's no door in the area, so he shouldn't be a problem. I could use the scanner here and then hide. That would stop him from going this way. Let's put off that decision until I see what these guys are up to. Or I find out what information they have available, maybe, is more like it. Oh, what is this? It's the laser grid of the level. And here comes the system admin. I am going to be just thrilled to knock you out, buddy. Or maybe better, get spotted by him so he doesn't, I don't want to use... well... I guess it's a sort of tough choice, isn't it? I'm not going to open this door because I don't want this guy coming in. Okay. There's nothing that exciting over here, but it's still the place for banks to go. And actually, I guess I still want to scan this area, right? Because we know there's something over here, and what it is and how to get there could be exciting information. Oh, there's a door there. He can actually come in. I missed that door because this cover is so gigantic. I guess this is not the best place to have put that, is it? Because now he's going to be looking this way and Draco won't be able to move. But that's okay. He can just keep grinding hash keys out of this thing, I guess. Put a giant cooldown on pinpoint, maybe? I have 0. Nanofabricator looks so weird when it's in the corner, badly illuminated. It looks like this is like not red enough. Anyway, where are we? Yeah, right now would not be a good time to get this turret going. Okay, good, and they've actually got the tooltip on turret about the dermal armor that it has, which is like it's the only item, the only object in base game that starts with dermal armor, except they didn't call it that in base game. And there's no tooltip about it, so cool. Anyway, this guy we don't really want to hear about the turret on the loose. Now we could take this console for 4, and then, but we couldn't reboot it until next turn anyway, right? Not sure what to do about the system, man. I don't really want him coming in here, but anything I hack here, in this direction, he'll just take over. Or take that. I mean, I guess I should start... Oh, I actually can finish hacking the power supply, can't I? Right. So, he's coming up this way, right? How far can he get? What's the most... 4, 5... 1... Okay, so they're both equally far away for him to get here. It takes 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's going to be there pretty much regardless, right? Which actually means Tony can just kind of slip by and distract him and take out his heart monitor. So I'm not worried about this minute, it turns out. Give me the camera, please. Oh, Tony has extra move. If I took another thing... Well, but no, this is where he wants to... I mean, I guess this might be a little bit better. Unless someone comes in through here. Oh, you know what? This is probably an okay spot for a camera. Sure, why not? It's not amazing, but it's fine. It tells me there's nothing I really want to hack over here, which I might not have known otherwise. There's a shock mine, which... I mean, I guess it's covering a few places in this area. You can maneuver around it. Oh, there's another guard here. I see. So definitely don't get out of cover. Wait, actually, this man's gonna go 5, 6, 7. He might stop here, actually, which would be a little annoying. But I guess I can still get by him. Anyway, this guy we can't observe because we don't have a real security camera. We just have a canister. I don't know if this is on purpose. Is there a reason you're not allowed to observe via a camera canister? I don't know. Anyway, may as well ambush here. If someone comes up, I'd rather knock them out than not. Why am I down 5 power? Ah! No. Surely just ambushing doesn't use up the power. It should reserve it. Wasn't I at 18? Am I crazy? Was it just 13? I thought it was 18. Huh. I was pretty sure I had, or at least, it was 16, wasn't it? Did I spend 3 more on something? Because I had just enough for Avalanche to be fully powered. Oh, did I use Avalanche twice this turn instead of using it with Seed? Did I make that mistake somehow? I don't think so. I hacked this device previously, and I just hacked this device and nothing else now. I'm confused. I must have missed it. Like, I'm sure I used the power. I just don't remember doing it. Anyway, you may as well ambush. Huh. What's his other augment again? Net downlink, right. Okay, well, here goes that power I guess I never had. Yeah, Draco's kind of stuck here because of this flashback. But I don't know, I wanted to see what's up here. I think it was totally reasonable. Might have been better to put it here if I could, but I don't think I could. Not while also getting to safety. Okay, there's nothing in there but a mine, it looks like.
Investigating area. Guess it was nothing.
Did the system get less farther than I thought he would? I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, so Banks should tag someone. And I guess we're not going through this door because this guy's watching it now. So the only person she can tag is this guy. So let's do that. The camera can't see this guy. That's why only Tony can observe him. Okay. Good, he's not coming in here, and that's a fine spot for him to be. Alright, Banks, now you can go ahead and tag. Okay, we're not moving Banks. He's going right there, huh? Now, Draco can actually move. I didn't realize we'd have enough cover to get in here, but we do. So if we wanted to, we could do that. How much power's in this? 4 or 8? Well, I guess I'll take the 8. Because I do want the hash key. No, I want the power, rather. So I want to be able to hack through this power supply in one go. But I want to do that after Tony moves. Well, first, where's this guy going? Through the door. Okay. So we're going to distract the sysadmin like this. And then distract him. Actually, we don't even have to necessarily redistract him. If I go here, 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 I'll be in his turning blind spot when he goes to investigate that square. So we'll do... I mean, whichever one I do last, it's fine. As long as I don't, like, do this, and then also do that last, it should be fine. So Banks, I guess, I said she can't move, but that's not true. She could go steal from this guy. Doesn't seem useful to do that. She could also unlock the door, but she shouldn't, because then this guy would be stuck at the door. I wish we could get Tony and Draco together so that we could just kill these guys without getting the alarm level for it. But with this guy watching the door, it's sort of hard. Alright, yeah, give me the 8 power. But she's not going to have her attack available anytime soon for a better reboot. Now, I can take the power supply. But let's move Tony first. And do it the efficient way, or the safe way, even though there's no real reason to. Actually, I wonder if I made a mistake by not doing this last. Because if he goes through this door, the guard in here... I guess we have a wall between us, so it's fine. It's a demon database, okay. But give me the power supply. Yeah, so the sysadmin is going to be in there. We want Banks to go in there next turn. So I guess he's going to see her, and I think that's fine. Do we want Draco doing much of anything right now? Well, we want to increase the timing on pinpoint. I think it would be fine to continue hanging out here. But I mean, we could dart over here for no particular reason if we wanted. Banks can just go mark this guy searched even though it won't matter. Just so I remember not to steal from him in the future. Oh, he has a wallet. That's interesting. Can I do something with that? I mean, she's already got a wallet. Did I bring this with me on this mission, or did I steal it from the other guy? I don't remember. I don't think I brought a wallet with me. Let's actually, while we're up here, confirm that there's no safe in that corner. There shouldn't be, right? I don't think they're allowed to put it right in front of the guard elevator like that. Okay. I mean, I can throw this wallet somewhere. Like, I could toss it. I could give it to Draco. He's kind of full. We could commit to recharging the plasma gun with the charge pack if we wanted to give him a wallet, but I don't think that's a great investment. I wonder if I should have tried to get Tony back up here to come into this room. I don't know. Yeah, we have hash keys. Let's keep spending them on pinpoint. I can't see any way to do something productive with this wallet. I guess I can toss it over here so I don't have to carry it. And then maybe find something to do with my wallet next turn. Sure. I feel like this card shouldn't start with shouldn't get wallets or chargebacks, but I guess I don't know what the intent was of making the new guard spawn with no money. I assumed it was so that there was no reason to steal from them, or no reason to try and get new guards to appear so you can get resources from them. In which, if that's the case, they shouldn't get wallets either, or chargebacks or what have you. I guess Draco could actually move forward. He could get all the way here if he wanted to, instead of hanging out by this thing. I kind of think Draco's role at this point is just providing hash keys so that we don't get pinpointed, though. He just doesn't have very many other good stats. And it is near a bunch of guards and a bunch of turrets, so he would sort of enjoy that if we could get Tony back in here to take out all their heart monitors. He also has an EMP, right? I mean, that's a thing to keep in mind. He could take out heart monitors himself if he got to the right spot. Problem is, there is, like, plenty of people who are going to hear. Right. This guy here is going to be a real problem if we get the turrets activated, because they can't harm him. And the only weapon we have that can harm him, I guess, I was thinking was Tony's Volt Disruptor, which I don't want to use. But also, I guess, Shock Traps. But he's KO resistant, which is pretty brutal. So we have to knock him out and then pin him for, you know, pretty much the whole mission. And, you know, maybe we can do that. I don't know. This guard down here is fairly isolated. Actually, let's count guards. There's 3 here and 2 here. That's 5 already. One of them was spawned in, so there's only 1. There's only 4 normal guards, right? But there should only be a total of 5 normal guards. There's only 1 guard left on the level, plus a drone somewhere. A pulse drone in, I'm not sure, down here somewhere. So if Draco comes down here, he should find someone who's relatively defenseless. There won't be anyone nearby to notice his body and so on. And it's near Tony as well. I think actually getting Draco to like go through this door is fairly productive. He could even consider ambushing the Sysadmin next turn. After Banks. Well, I don't even know which way he's going to run. I don't know where the exit is. I will hang on to a hash key or 2 so that I can go shopping someday if I want. But obviously if I'm about to overflow, I'll spend them on pinpoint. It's so tempting to like just take the turret and start shooting people, but there's way too much traffic in this area, I think. And we don't have an easy way to take out their EMP, their heart monitors either. I guess this would do it. It would get 2 of them, or no? I moved too far away. I would have to be like here. I could go here. take out 2 heart monitors, I guess. But that would attract their attention over here, obviously, which is sort of a problem as well. In particular, this guy I don't want coming up here. I think Draco just waits there. Yeah. I think we're about done. May as well ambush, just in case something goes badly wrong and the guard gets to you. Okay, we now have some clearance in this area. Now, have I found the power supply for this laser grid? I haven't, right? I have. It's up here. Okay. Now, it's too bad. I don't know. I guess we don't have to let this is Min spot Banks, but I kind of thought it would be a nice way to get rid of him. I suppose killing him would be even better, though, right? I'm just going to leave the wallet here. I don't want to fight with that. Now, if I walk in here, the Sysmin won't see me because of cover. That's fine. He'll notice me, but I don't care.
Do you see that?
Okay, so aside from the Sysmin, actually we could sneak by him if we wanted. There's enough cover here, here. Oh, that's a turret. Here, here, here. And then here is not in his vision. But I guess we don't know. Alright, let's walk in the room and see if there's another camera or something. No. There is more facility over here. But I have to be pretty confident that it's going to be a good place to be. Give me the power supply. Tony wants to go this way, I think, not over here. I mean, I don't know. Either one of those is probably reasonable. But we've just seen some of what's over here, and it doesn't seem to be what we want. So I'll check out the other direction.
The server terminal is in sight. Time to go shopping.
There's our last guard, I
She
think?
likes to play with her food before she eats it.
Although I think World Gen Extended can add an extra guard to a server terminal as like its yes, we can't go through here. Anyway, as an extra security measure, they can do that. What's this guy up to? Do I care? I could hide here and ambush this guy, but that would cost a lot of power and also his heart monitor. I'd rather just stay hidden, so I guess I'll observe this and see what's up. Is the door open or closed? Now it's closed, okay. Yeah, I think I'll just wait here. Well, let's see if net downlink gives me more. I don't think I'm going to hack anything, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, Banks is the one with the lock decoder, so if there is... You know, maybe I should have put him in here to explore further. See if there is an extra vault door in here. Although this doesn't look like a World's End Extended extra layout. They might have modified a base layout. I don't know. Let's go in here and just scout it out fully for sure. See if we need Banks. Ordinary door. Wow. Okay. Would not have guessed that. So plenty good reason to come in here, even if there was no vault. Even if there is no vault door. Which I'm not sure of either way yet. So no one's going to be in this room next turn at all. So if we wanted to, we could heart monitor, or we could take out this guy's heart monitor and then ambush him. If we could do so, like, here, for example. We also heart monitor these two. That doesn't seem so great. I still think we just send Banks out. Like, problem is we don't know like how the system is gonna react. He'll run away. We'll get several alarm levels. Getting spotted right now adds a guard, which at the moment is not ideal. Yeah, maybe I just let the sysadmin be for a bit. What is he investigating here? Oh, that's this guy investigating. The sysadmin is coming for whatever it was I hacked this turn. The power supply, I think? I can sprint. 1, 2, 3. So I can attract this guy or not. If I run here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, if I run here, I do get both of these two. But if I just run to, like... Here... I should get the sysadmin's attention and just be able to kill him, right? We already took out his heart monitor. Killing him will save us a lot of trouble. Because it's like multiple alarm levels compared to letting him spot us and then panic button away. I like that. And getting to here means I'll be safe even if this guy comes back. I'll be in cover, and the sysadmin won't be. But he'll be in cover from this area, which is the most important thing. I don't think this guy's going to look this way. Even if he comes back, he should be like here or something. But I think with Banks, we just hang out where she is. Unless there's someplace good to put a scan back, which I don't think there is. And then scoot over here next turn. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he definitely hears this. I'd like to go back here so when I kill him, he's also hidden, but the problem is then he would see me, so that's not so great. Right, it has to be just around the corner from some cover.
I heard something.
Yes, he's got this equipped. Okay. I think this is all we need. I wish I knew where this guy was going. But even if he comes up here and sees the sysadmin, it's not like the end of the world. He's not near any other guards, I believe. Everyone in here is tagged except the sysadmin, and we know where he's going. I guess Banks might as well observe. Oh, really? You're coming all the way into this room? That's fine. The sysadmin will still be in cover. Although... I didn't realize you'd hear this far. That's too bad. I think if the sysadmin gets killed while you're watching, you'll notice a guard go down, and that could be a problem. Well, we'll just have to see. Well, that's not true. I could hack the turret and kill him. I think that might be... The cure would be worse than the disease in that case, because... everyone over here would hear. The sysadmin... If this went off... Well... The turret would just overwatch him, right? It wouldn't actually shoot him yet. But... The sysadmin would need his noise to be reset, because hacking the turret would send him over there. You know what? I mean, we could do that, right? We could run here and then back? Yeah, let's turn the turret on. Because I believe this is a way to make guards stop moving. They're like, huh? Turret's acting kind of funny. Tony has net down link now, which is sort of nice. We just have to make sure to turn it on. Why isn't it scanning with blue beams? Isn't that what they do? Oh, maybe only when they're overwatching. Right. They don't normally scan. Visually, anyway. Okay, so we... should have gone over this way so that we could explore further? I don't know. We can peek. I think I've already peeked from here, though. So, net downlink's not so great this turn. Alright, I think that ought to do. Let's move on. I guess interesting thing we could have tried would be, instead of sprinting to get him down here, just walk here and then hack the camera database and ambush him. That might have been pretty clever. Oh well. Then I'd have the camera database. Instead of having this turret that I might or might not ever want. As long as we turn the turret back off before it kills him, nobody gets mad, I believe. Still not sure what the pulse drone is.
Okay, we're checking it out. Absolutely nothing going on.
It worked!
Additional guard patrols. They are coming for you.
This guy is coming out here. Alright, to get a key card is probably worth committing my charge pack to, say, the plasma gun. I don't know, I don't think it is. I really would love to recharge the melee weapon with it to get 2 kills. Okay. Kinda wish I had a different agent in here, but you take what you can get. And we're pretty proficient at hacking, so we can get through here no problem, I think. If that's our highest priority, which probably it ought to be. Now he can sprint without being heard. If we want to get the body moved far. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no way. Years. 1, 2, 3. No way. Yeah. We could sprint to like over here, but this guy's gonna turn around at some point and head towards this door from here. Like that's his patrol, is this, right? So I think actually this cover looks clear. If I can get it there in time. I'd also like to take out your heart monitor if I can. Oh, you know what? Tony can track this guy by sprinting in this room. Alright, I'm gonna try and get this body into this cover so that it's not like long-term in the way. Extra strength? Doesn't help that much. Oh! Not bad. Wow, he's a fast mover. Look at him! Anyway, the body should be safe here. We can see this square, but when he turns around, it'll be in his blind spot. Peek for cameras real quick. Ooh, another server terminal. Peeking again doesn't really matter. Tony. Where's this guy going? There. Now we know he doesn't come out through this door. But the problem is there isn't anywhere in this room that Draco can go. So we actually kind of have to stay here. Or, I mean, here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shoot. I forgot that we had the option of having Tony sprint the guy in here, and then Draco could have gone exploring more. That would have been an improvement, I'm pretty sure. But now, actually, I don't want to draw him in here, because if I do, when he comes back out, the turning blind spot will not make this hiding spot safe anymore. Headed right to me, huh? Okay, fair enough. There's all these server terminals, but I think Banks getting the money is, like, pretty cool. This is 9 power? I guess I'd better spend some more, huh? On this, because it's the thing that I can currently hack that needs 3 levels of firewalls removed. Now, I don't really want to hack more than 3 things on a single turn, because that worsens net downlink value. I might do so if, like, I just have too much power income. I don't know. Okay, keep spending this stuff. Actually, might it be time for paywall? It depends. We can decide that after I open this up. Should I hack this as well? I guess so. Banks doesn't need this until next turn. And she doesn't need her attacks, so she can use the console to reboot this thing, or the chip to reboot this thing. Yeah, let's take this now. Make room for all the power she's going to gain. Okay, what do we have? All not great. What is Axe? I don't know, not that exciting. I don't really need more breakers, I think. Seed Avalanche is doing great work. I could throw in a Parasite. Like, if there weren't 2 other server terminals on this level, I would be picking up Parasite and saying, like, sure, it's fine. Getting through firewalls, you know, efficiently is nice. But I think with Seed, Avalanche, and, you know, a pretty reasonable amount of power gain, I don't really need these things. I could trade Avalanche for Lockpick V2, but I'm actually doing a stupendous job of getting 3 firewalls out of Avalanche, so I don't think I want to do that. I just want more utility programs and stuff. Is what the other terminals are going to have. Flare, break more firewall. Yeah, this is horrible. I don't want to do this. Alright, hit me with the demons.
Incoming.
I found the pulse drone. Great.
The server's been compromised and the site's automatic security measures are coming online. Watch out for new daemons.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Pity you can't get that gear anywhere else.
Do I want to disable this guy's heart monitor right now? Or is it more important to get to this thing right now? Neither one seems terribly important. But the heart monitor might help Draco out. Okay, so Banks, we have a fair number of hash keys. I think she should probably just not even use one of the console's charges to get more power, use them all for more hash keys, basically. Oh, it didn't even occur to me. This lets you get the hacking bonus again as well. So if you, this costs you a turn, but it gains you even more than just 4 power, right? For Banks, it's gaining 6 power. Hey, how did this never occur to me? There we go. That's cool. Okay. We can, like, try and hit some of these shops soonish. I don't know, I guess we want to get going on the safe, right? Just confirm. Yeah. The only square he can see me from is this one, and that's his blind spot. The others were all safe. Okay. I don't know what you're up to, but I can observe you later. How come I can see in this room? I didn't put a camera in there. Oh, I own a turret. Oh, I really need to turn that off. There we go. Killing this guy right now could have been a problem. Someday. Someday I'd like to get there, but not right now.
I must be jumpy tonight.
Now, I don't actually know for sure that this guy isn't coming into the room to surprise Draco next turn. If that does happen, it's pretty bad news. But not like the worst news that's ever happened. I could probably kill somebody and, I don't know, get out of it somehow. Alright, now, this is going to give me 6 power. I should spend some on probably this. It only needs 2 firewalls hacked, right? Or needs 2 twice. And we definitely want it this turn. Oh, it's free also. Right, so spend this twice. There you go. Now, I guess I could use this again. But I want to use it for more hash keys, right? And like getting the power more slowly. But I think I want to keep my console charges, if possible, for rebooting consoles. Maybe that's too greedy. She has enough AP to get here, even if she takes a slightly inefficient route to get all the safes. I don't even really want 10 power right now, do I? I guess I do. And I don't super need the hash keys, I think. Right, I could take this turret if I wanted it, actually, might be. No, it's not even pointing at anyone good. Oh, where did this guy get to? I turned off my turret, so I don't know. Let's turn the turret back on and see if it sees him. It does. So now we can observe this guy. No, turrets don't have high enough resolution like cameras, I guess. Interesting. But we don't know where this guy's going. No idea. That door is open? I left that door open? Oh, no. What a terrible play. Okay, well, it turns out Banks is stuck in here for a while anyway, then. Let's get Tony moving. See what's down here. I don't want these consoles right now. That's a promising sign. A good omen. I thought maybe the exit, but this is fine. Oh, I was meant to hit this server terminal, wasn't I? It's fine. This guy should be going over here? Yeah, so we hide there. Draco remains stationary. This is a problem. Well, problems are in the eye of the beholder. This one I would class as an opportunity. The problem is he's gonna notice Draco, right? Or spot him. And the body. Both of which we don't really want. So I think this is a good chance to use the gun. The gun is completely silent, so we can just shoot this guy and no one will notice. No one's going to be looking either, except maybe eventually this guy. We don't know what his deal is. I don't know if we want the turret on to be looking at this guy. Anyway, the point is there's not really any way to rescue Draco except himself. So, here we go. No one should hear this. And no one should see it, which is kind of the perfect crime, if you ask me. The alarm level is going to be a bit sad, but... Anyway, now we have someone new to scan and another body to deal with. Anarchy! He can finally use the console chip if he wants. Just tuck this in over here. I don't think we need to steal anything. That spare wallet is over here, as I recall. I think it's probably not a good idea to have the turret on Overwatch right now. There are going to be 2 guards in the room, which is too many. Is it possible this guy makes it into the room? If so, I should seek better cover. 1, 2, 3.5, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. Yes. Okay, we'll hide here. Slightly more conservative.
Warning.
You're right, I can't tag him if he comes in. I don't know how loud a compromised turret is to the guards. Like, how much do they notice it? I don't know. Draco should not open this door. That guy would notice. Could do it next turn and get a peek into this room, though. Here's hoping he doesn't come this way. That would be pretty sad. But I'm pretty sure he doesn't. We spent a lot of time in this room, and there's never anyone looking here. Whoops, I forgot to turn the turret off. Well, now we'll learn how loud turrets are.
Firewalls engaged. Device ready.
He's really just, like, investigating? He's not mad? I mean, he should, I think, shoot at the turret soon. But I don't know. I mean, we could make enough noise to draw him away, I think. Like, say I picked up this body, just how far could I get it? I could get it all the way here even without sprinting? Are you kidding me? He's a monster. Let's first, keeping sprint on, peek this door. Checking for cameras and turrets down here. And then I think dragging this guy down here seems pretty good. One, two, three, four. Okay, so I might have. I guess I would want to unsprint, be able to hide the body safely, as opposed to letting him notice it. But Draco getting back in this room seems great. I thought he would be alert already, you know? Guess not.
Did you hear that?
I mean, we could actually sprint all the way back here. If we wanted. But then he'd be in the room. 1, 2, 3, 4. He would investigate one of these two squares, depending. I guess this one, right? Like, and then I don't really want that to happen. We'll just unsprint and leave. The body should be fine here pretty much forever. Oh, I guess I didn't think whether I would have enough AP to unsprint after dragging a body, and I hadn't observed, so I think it would. Anyway, it was fine. Shut the door so that he doesn't like look around the corner when he. Yeah. And it happens to be near a console, which is just great. That went like, way better than expected. Oh, and the turret's not even facing him anymore. Maybe that's why he didn't object. Wait, can't you see the dead body? This might be a time to use shade, just in case this body distracts him to not go down here. We have a lot of firepower to hack firewalls right now. And we're about to get more income this way, right? So, give me the shop. Taking out his heart monitor seems useful. And it's not too far out of the way, even though he's gonna go this way and I can't follow him. Unless I take the shock trap, which I guess I could do. Oh, I want to go here, right. So I guess Tony is hitting a console here? So it's on the way? And no one's ever going to come into this room again, probably. Might as well get some value out of it. How much power is this? 2. He can take that, like, with no real compunctions. what? This is grayed out. This should be grayed out, right? Oh, it's grayed out anyway. Yeah, sure. Okay. He does have a console access chip, but I don't really want that. I'd rather just sell it. I have so much power this mission. This is the same one, you idiot. Okay. Well, we'll take this console too then. Why not? Grab the shock mine. I knew that he wouldn't be able to be, like, without net downlink, coming over here wouldn't be safe, because I can't get away from this guy's control path, but I knew I'd be using net downlink again. That's why it was safe to come over here. Alright, this is more like it. Equalizer. Seems very bad. Lottery. Can be good sometimes. Emergency reserve and power drain. All not good. Lottery can be okay. It can do some good stuff, but it doesn't seem like really what I'm looking for. I think I'd rather, like, find something in this shop. There we go. Now, this guy's going over here. Means this is good cover for Tony. That's on the way out. I wasted some moves. I could have done better. I think I could have, if I had gone here instead of here, I could have gotten this guy's heart monitor, I believe. I can afford to peek or observe just to make sure that that's the way he's going and this is safe. Okay. Banks? Give me the console again? And then... I don't know, come up here, I guess? I don't even know where I want to go. Like, there's not much for Banks to do. I guess it might be worthwhile to move this body in case a guard comes through here. And if it does, I can shoot him. But I think I do want to use Shade this turn, just in case this guy is going to be distracted by that body. Which he should have already seen, but I guess it's in his peripheral? Kind of weird. Oh, it's still just in his peripheral. It only reduces their direct vision, not their total peripheral, I guess? Kind of weird. I should have taken a hash key from it on my way out. Whoops. Or 2 hash keys, even. Well, I mean, there's not much else for Banks to do. She could go back. Yeah, I don't really need her for anything. I was just thinking it might be, like, nice to be ready to handle any disasters up here. But I could do that after this. I might as well reboot it if I'm going to just hang out here, right? Sure. Get the hash keys the other way. Okay, and I think that's everybody. Did I leave another turret on?
Hold on.
Okay. So they only investigate turret noises. That's very good info. Because it means you can just distract them. I thought it alerted them. Like, I've seen them get to a turret and become alerted, but I guess hearing gunfire is not enough to alert them. Interesting. So obviously we have to do something about this guy. I think it would be nice if Draco didn't have to be the one to do it, because he wants to get in there and scan bodies. He also wants to kind of use this, but, I mean, let's get real. The program, the AI is not my biggest issue right now. I can't believe I accidentally killed this guy again. I shouldn't be trusted with turrets. One, two, three, four, five. So Banks can easily reroute this guy to here and keep him busy as long as we want, honestly. I should have used some power first. I was paying too much attention to hash keys, but like, honestly, what do I even need to hack, right? Not much. Camera database might be nice, but this is K&O. Let's get real. They don't have any cameras. This guy is standing like right here, I believe, right? Or maybe here? 1, 2, 3. So he would hear me sprinting through this door, which I'm not that excited to have happen. We'll hit the shop and then hang out here probably or something. Let me reread the description of paywall. When item or program is bought or transferred to agency, so it does not trigger when you sell stuff. Skeletal suspension is not bad. Plus 3 AP when picking up. Oh, but it's like the base effect, but also you get more AP. We want to spend all of our money this mission, by the way, because we're killing like 4 guards. So maybe I should not sell items. What is this? Breaching charges. I've never taken these, and they look amazing and fun. It's so unbelievably loud. Wow. Okay. Destroys adjacent walls and doors. Kills units in range 2 and raises alarm by 5. And also, everyone within 16 tiles hears about it. Like, you have to, right? You just have to do it. There's no choice to not do it. Like, and it has charges or ammo? Charges. Okay. I mean, okay, and what's the computer that's for sale? 1 power per turn. I don't really care. I want the breaching charges. I've never played with breaching charges. This is a mission where I need to empty my pockets, and this costs all my money. So I have to do it. I should turn off paywall so that I can still go buy a program if I want, without paying extra for it. Because there is still more money to be gotten from this level somewhere, right? It's true that we've hit all the safes, but there's 1 guard left. Also, the exit must be over here somewhere. I don't know. If we don't end up getting a program out of this, it's not the end of the world. But I think if we just take this guy's money, maybe I could afford lottery? Probably not. This will probably be my last purchase thing, which is too bad. Yeah. Turn off paywall. Buy the breaching charges. Exciting. Okay. It has been done. There's nothing left to hack. Well, there's one more thing left to hack that doesn't have demons on it. But I don't think I want to do it right now. I think Tony's going to be perfectly happy hanging out right here. Actually, the guy ends his turn here, doesn't he? This might be a... No, they're both just as good for taking out his... heart monitor. And it's not even clear it's that important to take out his heart monitor, honestly. So I think the idea is for Draco to sprint into this room, and then Banks to distract the guard to somewhere, like, in here that's harmless. If a guard comes through here, well, I have a maniac with a baton handy, so that's fine. This case has the 1 credit. So we come in here.
Did you hear something?
Are we ready to just yeet this forever? I don't think we are. Like, Banks is going to distract this guy. Oh, wait a minute. Draco already did exactly what I wanted Banks to do. Right. So I guess her job is probably to keep this guy perpetually distracted. Right? So I just need to keep her in the area. Which means I could reboot the console and, like, 3 turns from now try to hack it again. I don't know if I want to do that. I think I'd rather head over to this one. So let's just take 2 hash keys from this. And then head towards this console. Distracting this guy to, like, here will be fine if that's what I end up needing to do. Although I guess it's illegal because 1, 2, 3, 4. I could distract him to here. That's fine also. Yeah. Well, this level is very quiet all of a sudden. It's like Christmas Eve with all these guards, and also Christmas with for Draco. All through the house, and a creature was stirring because Draco murdered them all. Actually, it was this turret accidentally killing them all. Anyway, I think we're done for the turn, right? No real need to hack anything more. Yeah. Tony should probably just knock this guy out, just so we can get his money and see what's up. If it's enough to buy a lottery, I guess I'll do that. Or check out what's here first, I suppose. But there aren't a lot of programs cheaper than lottery. Well, there's something that costs 0 that I might want. These have normal vision. Yeah. Right, Volstron's over here. Let's remember that. What is your deal, turret? There's no one in the neighborhood.
Must be imagining things.
Alarm level 3. Additional guard control.
Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, so where is this guy actually going? He's not investigating anymore. He was distracted by the noise and he's done with it now. So he's gonna stay in his room, I guess. Amazing. So I think you kind of picked the wrong turn to enter the facility. It would be nice if Tony could come up here to take out your heart monitor, but that doesn't seem to be a thing that's happening. Let's sprint, grab this corpse, head over here and ambush. We can even take some hash keys on the way. And a wallet. Well, maybe we'll do that later.
Hold on.
You're gonna hear that, but that's okay. I have just enough moves to get here while touching this console, don't I? Because if you were going straight, to deviate by like going like this way and then back costs you a half move twice, which is 2 moves. And so I do that, which is 1 move. If I do this twice to get to here, it costs me 2 total moves. So I can get here exactly. Perfect. But I can't get the wallet. That's fine. I don't need to keep entering the screen. It tells me... Okay. We've finally beaten the hostile AI into permanent submission, I think.
I heard something.
So excited.
Hold on.
Okay, I mean, I guess Tony should get going. There should be basically just the exit down here, shouldn't there? Maybe these two doors both led into the exit room? Oh, there's another room, okay. I don't really need to hack this. Tony doesn't have a key, so he has to come in this way. Oh, right, the pulse drone, I forgot. What's your patrol like? Hello. Well, I'll hack you in a minute, I guess. I can hack you now. Like, don't really want to. Yeah, I mean, we can wait. I'm genuinely shocked at how well accidentally killing guards has been going. Not how it's supposed to work, you know? I mean, there's just nothing to hack. What am I supposed to do? Take on a demon for no reason? Actually, if I just hack this for no reason, Tony's net downlink means he can get into the room with the pulse drone. And it won't scan him because it doesn't see that far. Oh, and is his strength maxed now? No, one off. So he doesn't get the extra KO damage, but that's okay. He never KOs. Oh, don't end your turn. Banks is standing right there. Right, the thing is, I was like, Banks, the only thing useful for her to do is go deal with this guy, and that's not even useful. Oh, she should go steal from this black guard. That's what she should do. She's best at stealing. She has more anarchy. Maybe all the other agents should have been not stealing. I don't know. Yeah, and I still have hash keys. That's what I thought. So that if I want to go shopping, I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, this is easier. Alright, looks like we're ready.
Looking around, guess there was nothing.
There's that haunted one of the voice lines for guards dying ends with laughter. The speculation is that like the voice artist recorded the gurgle and someone laughed and nobody noticed when it was put into the game. I guess it's kind of funny. Anyway, yeah, this guy's totally blasé about this whole murder business. And now he's maxed strength. Okay, another med gel. There's a wallet to get over here. I should probably, yeah, no, not sprinting was the right idea. We could buy a chargeback, actually. Well, okay, the problem with that plan is that they do cost money. That's the one part of this plan we can't really do anything with. I don't have money. I'll have a bit in a moment here. Yeah, this is enough. Not for a chargeback, but for lottery. very sneaky. What if I wanted to go there? I can't. You got me. Okay, the only thing I can afford is lottery. Wow, this is a whole, like, setup for draining the hostile AI, huh? Well, no thanks. We don't have a way to cheaply kill this guy, except by luring him to this turret, which seems a little far-fetched. I guess another thing to consider is we are carrying a fair number of wallets, right? There's 2 on banks. Draco can pick up another. I mean, that's already $150, getting me to $319. Now, if he sold the Medgel, that would actually be enough to buy a program costing like $400 or buy a charge pack or something. I don't think I want to prioritize buying a charge pack, though. I think I'll just carry out all this loot. We'll KO this guy, I guess, at some point. Why isn't that point now? Good question. Like, it's just, it'll be useful for Draco to scan him, right? Even if he doesn't get a permanent upgrade, he gets a temporary bonus of some kind. Okay. I guess now it was kind of silly to put Tony here, wasn't it? He should have gotten closer to this shop, one with lottery in it. Oh, and we also have this. We have a few things to sell for 20. I mean, we could get up to a chargeback, but I don't really want to. If I really wanted to, I could get like $500 to buy a program, I guess. Like one of these programs. I mean, Network Siphon could be really powerful if the AI has ways to drain its power. You can keep Avalanche up while hacking stuff, and hacking stuff multiple times per turn, even with Seed. So that could be nice. Instead of lottery. I think I'd rather do that. So how much do I need to sell? Basically just a single Medgel would do it. Or 3 wallets, which I do have. Well, we'll sell the Medgel, I guess. Double check we scanned everyone in this room, yes. Probably could have tried for some hash keys. Hey, enough speed to move a bit more this turn, how nice. Okay, so I guess what we should do is have banks put some wallets in front of the shop in case we decide we do want to sell them. Tony, actually, here, should give you these breaching charges. She's the only one who knows how to use them. I've lost track of where this guy is standing. Okay, so we can just come on in. We can try out the breaching charges as well. Oh! That's a way to kill guards. I should draw him up here. We have time for that. He's coming this way anyway. Yeah. Oh, I'm so smart. Yeah, let's get this guy as far as we can. Does it... It probably doesn't destroy exterior walls, right? That would be quite a surprise. How would that even work? This doesn't have cooldown, so I actually could use it like whenever I want to... Well, it doesn't matter. I can just use it next turn, right? Place it here. And drag the body to the other side of the wall. That should be fine. It goes up at the end of the turn, right? Yes. Okay, well, we'll be at alarm level 5, and I think this guy might actually not hear. No, if he's here, he should hear it, right? If he were all the way up there, maybe not. So I think we actually will wait a turn on it to make sure Draco can get down here. Also, his vision is about to increase, so he might watch that square. I don't think so, but...
Alarm level 4. Warning, cameras installed. Don't let them see you.
Okay, this camera... The only one that's at all a threat. Oh, wait a minute. I can lure this guy. These ignore armor, right? That's very useful. Yeah, he does watch this square. That's a little annoying. Okay, so we sprint. Well, actually, Tony could just sprint and drop the body here, right? No, we want to draw him to where Banks is, so that he can be on the other side of this wall. Okay, so...
Hold on. You hear something?
It also would have been nice to turn off his heart monitor, but it looks like I'm not going to be able to do that.
Did you hear that?
Okay, that's getting him out into this area. And then the noise ought to do the rest of the job. Where's the nearest guard elevator? They're all up here, right? I don't care about you. Well, I mean, I could kill you. Could kill you. These breaching charges, I predict, will be very good for this campaign. Ooh, let's draw him to here, just so Tony can take out his heart monitor. Just in case, right?
I heard something.
We'll move the body next turn. Oh, okay. Maybe I didn't need the net down like right now. I don't even need to move the body. Right there is fine. Oh, wait. Well, Banks needs to be here so she can blow this guy up. We still want to get to buy lottery, but we don't have to rush on that. Tony or something can do it next turn, probably, right? Yeah.
Investigating area. Must be jumpy tonight.
Investigating area. Must be imagining things.
Okay, so here's the big moment. We apply breaching charges. And it does confirm it'll get back guard and this one. Actually, this is a good time to find out. Is it going to blow up? And is it going to kill guys on the other side of the wall or not? Let's read the description. Destroys walls and doors, kills units in range, though probably. We'll see. I have the rewind if it doesn't. We haven't stolen from this guy. Banks should go in there. I guess she's the fast one.
Hold on. You hear something?
Hold this for a minute. Probably should have tossed it here, actually. Thanks. Now, I have a bit more money, which I guess might mean that I should buy a better program. Yeah. Like, what am I doing with this? Now I can afford one of those things from the server terminal in the northeast area. Okay, that sounds better. I think there was one for 300 and one for like 550. And I can choose how much I sell to cater for whichever one of those that I want to take. Now he should hear this and come running, right? And he'll be alerted. I mean, he'll definitely hear it, but how far can he move? I think he only moves like 1, 2, 3.5, 4. Yeah, he only moves like 6, so if you were coming here, he would go 1.5, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. He would stop here, so we don't have to worry about him. But Pony does... Oh, we already took out this guy's Harmon. Well, let's hide very far away from this bomb, like just in case. I'm gonna put Draco here. This'll be in cover because we know this guy is coming to this location, which means he won't go any further than this line. And we don't know how much shopping we need to do yet. Actually, I should put all my items down on the ground here, so I can have an agent up here and. There. Tony should get kind of far away, though. That is definitely clear. Like, I believe these update... Like, these make... Their arrows make sense now. But just in case they don't. I guess I'll ambush in case we fail to kill this guy somehow. Yeah, because we wondered, hey, is it gonna get him? Now we'll find out, and we'll have him knocked out in case it doesn't. Why even do that? That's the dumbest thing you could do. Whatever. Ah, the door getting smashed. Or the wall getting smashed is like a door being smashed, so it KOs him, and then it also kills him. Interesting.
Hey, investigating.
Oh yeah, this turret is out of ammo, so it won't kill whoever showed up here. Is it a guard? Why? I think this turret is confused. It keeps like overwatching. Maybe this camera? I don't know. Anyway, this guy's far enough away that I'm not too worried. Where can I draw him to? It doesn't even have to be near a wall, does it? I could put the breaching charges here if I wanted. They're just like a bomb. Okay. And it really was just adjacent doors. It wasn't doors in or walls. It wasn't like walls in range 2. That's what I thought. That's what the text said. Just wanted to check. So can we get all the way up to here, place the breaching charges, and then get out? Yes, right? Very clearly we can do that. By get out, I mean get out of its range.
What was that?
Does
Investigate.
it blow up cover? It doesn't seem to. Just walls. Interesting. I can get these guys scanned and still get to safety. So we'll do that. Also, I should stop? No. I should have Tony in this area ready. Well, I don't know. Draco can go shopping, right? I can have one of my agents ready to sell a bunch of stuff next turn, and another one ready to go buy stuff next turn.
What was that? Investigating.
Hey, he learned how to use breaching charges. What a boss. From here, yeah, the charges are there, so they're not gonna get me at all. Oh, funny, you can move diagonally through a door, because, I mean, the door does exist, right? Yeah. But you can only move diagonally through it when it's open. How funny. Okay, sure. I'll just hang out. Like, I mean, here ought to be safe. But I don't want to live that risky. Here's fine. I don't really need to push any harder. We have plenty of time to get out and do all of our shopping. Let's take this camera so we can see what this guy's up to soon. Does not work.
Enforcers
Ah.
deployed.
Well,
Do not
there could be two explanations for that. One is
Hey.
that he was on the other side of a wall that we couldn't destroy.
Guard down.
And the other is that he's armored. I don't know which of those applies. So I'm going to rewind and see if I can get a proper kill on him. And find out which of those was the explanation, by the way. So he's going down there, which is like... Well, he'll probably end up going here, actually, because he'll see the body, right? I wonder if this is the way to save scum for Draco charges, or Draco upgrades? Am I going to get Anarchy twice again this time? Probably I am. I'll sprint, because he's going to get distracted by the body anyway.
What was that? Investigating.
Yeah, it was Anarchy both times. I could even let Draco do it himself. Sure. And in case he's not distracted by the body, Tony can ambush him with a Volt 3, which will KO him despite the armor. I'll leave this on, because it'll confuse this guy.
What was that?
Oh no, really?
Investigating.
You heard about the turret. Okay, that's fine. What it means is... give this back. 'Cause even though you're in front, Banks can run further than you can. And now we get to find out. Oh, actually, it's going to get this guy's attention as well if we breach it. If we put a breach charge right here. I'm not really prepared for that. Boo. You know what? Let's just not push our luck on this one. It's already going astonishingly well. Let's just make... Oh yeah, he can't go. Let's just make sure we get a good program and leave before things get bad. Draco will have plenty of time to farm upgrades. Although perhaps no time when it's so easy to deal with, to not have to pay the money. Oh, hello, Polstrom. I invite you to go away, please.
Warning, daemon installed.
Investigating.
So, the one that we wanted, I think, is this one. We could even sell one of our other programs and try to buy 850 worth of stuff, I suppose. Buy both of these.
There's not always a program or a subroutine you can use to drain power.
What? I don't know. My computer just decided some USB device is malfunctioned. I need, like... whatever part of my computer handles USB devices, I need a new one. A motherboard, I guess? So, like, we haven't used Shade at all, but in previous playthroughs, it's been insanely great, so I'm a little reluctant to sell it. I think I'll just take Network Siphon. I think. Like, 1 power per turn, you know, whatever. But 5 power per hash key? Kind of amazing. Yeah, and we just won't sell anything. I feel bad that we let this guy go, but you know what? Just don't push your luck. It was still a very good mission.
I think someone's
Insanely high value. $7 credits, yeah.
What were you
Try
doing
and
down
bill
there?
me
We
for.
went in to get new programs and you just walked away.
Oh, I bought a program. It was just over here. I love KML. That's what Draco had to say. Yeah, we saved $2,502 on program on cleanups. Cool. Okay, well that'll do it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.